We should be live again, or at least we'll be very shortly as soon as Obs decides to find his brain. Because
I hope you were
Obs.
never dead.
No, I
Originally,
was
it
never dead.
started up, and then I started getting the ad. Now I'm waiting for the ad to clear, but it looks like we are going.
Okay then. Time to work on Ninja!
Ooh, are you a real ninja?
Do you really want me to go there?
Just curious.
Shall we start on side quests? Because we have side quests.
Our side quests have side quests.
Yes, let's start with this side quest over here. Hello, Ganu Valley.
Let's see, what was the pattern on male and female that you figured?
Valley was female, Vanu was male.
Okay. One flew over the Vundu's nest. Ganu Valley is looking to the skies with a smoldering gaze.
Brazen Vundu tribe go too far. Nestlings of Okazundu suffer under violent storms of abuse. Neitherling defends nestlings of Okazundu, helps scatter Vundu tormentors to the wind. However, Neitherling must not attack Vundu directly. Like all Vanu, Vanu ride wings of Sanuwa Vundu. Slay these, and Vundu lose wings to torment Zundu nestlings from.
Kill me that.
Yes, it is a kill me quest. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to our night of side quests, and more side quests.
And would you like a side of side quests with that? Returning what's ours. Hinu Valley has decided to have someone embark on a dangerous mission.
Tribe of Zundu face great distress. Hinu Valley make foolish request of Neitherling, like asking her to stand on mountain during thunderstorm. Neitherling steals into Okavundu like silent breeze, makes away with supplies. Neitherling can only carry so much. 3 baskets enough.
I could carry more. There's always Tinster's floating disc.
Hindu Valley make dangerous request of Neitherling, but fate of Zundu tribe relies on success. If you say so. And Anu Valley.
Anu Vanu. Winds of ill omen. Anu Vanu is gesturing desperately towards the sky in supplication. Dark winds bode ill for tribe of Zundu. Netherling must help. In the cromlech do cursed totem poles lie. Strike down 4 of them to stave off the ill fortune they portend. Or kill me that.
Lots of kill me that.
2 kill me that's and 1 steal me that.
And 2 more quests out there.
Yep.
There's the totems.
Oh, nice try.
I'm almost dead, but I wanted to make sure you got credit.
Yes. They were flashy.
What's wrong with flashy dragoons?
No, the one guy from Demon Slayers, I can't remember his name, would approve of them because of that.
Ah!
An awkward situation. This Vanu Vanu is in an embarrassing situation. Netherling, help! Tribe of Vundu means to make sacrifice soon. Grant freedom before Vundu Shaman returns. Poison from fiendish Vundu courses through veins, prevents all movement, except your mouth. Netherling, ride on fiercest gale to Anu Vanu and Uksundu for antidote, and return here before ceremony of sacrifice finishes. Fetch me that.
Flappy flappy!
Is Eorzea happy that she can fly here now?
Oh, she is very happy. Zundu offering. One, two. None here.
Something killed though. There's the offering.
That's 1 of 3, Sanua.
Three.
Yeah, we just need to.
There's one in the center, yeah. See, nice flashy effects.
Be flashy or go home.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, we're.
Yeah, there's another one to grab south of us.
South?
South.
I don't see it.
It's one to start. Yeah, you're headed for it.
I'm
Keep
not
going.
seeing it.
Go west-ish?
It's up above us.
Probably. Right past the fate. There we go. For your spies only. The Zundu intelligencer has need of a sneaky adventurer.
Find sneaky sneak?
Mm-hmm. Ah, a Netherling walks amongst the tribe of Vundu. Zephyr winds bring her during my time of need. Zundu spies perch like hawks to gather information on Vundu tribe. Information which must reach the chieftain of Oak Zundu. Netherling is trustworthy enough for such important mission. 3 spies keep keen eyes amongst surrounding area. Fly as a Sanawa between their perches and lend an ear to their words. Then report news to village chieftain.
Right.
And 2 kind of southeast-ish and 1 north.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my map proper.
Turn left a little. Yeah. And then above us.
Yep, right here.
Hidden Zundu youth. Spymaster must know. Vundu always on lookout for faithless Zundu tribe members. Attempt to sow seeds of discontent which grow into betrayal. Vanu of Okzundu must remain vigilant.
Wise words.
And then more or less directly south and below. A little west. Somewhere around here. Probably, yeah. Spymaster asks for a report. Very well. Vanu of Vundu tribe hold Netherling prisoners, and their cries ring out like distant thunder. Bring information to chieftain before harm befalls prisoners.
You got it.
And then we want to go north.
Yep. I see it on the mini-map, it's just not wanting to appear on my big map. There it goes.
And Doodles, what do you mean back to errand running? It's the only thing we do is errands. Rena and Ladonia's Big Book of Errands. That's what this stream really is. Keen ears miss not. The Vundu tribe holds many prisoners. Their cries echo in the night from all directions. Chieftain must help rescue prisoners from clutches of villainous Vundu. Looks like back to the tribe.
Yep, back to the chief.
Yep. Not seeing any other quests currently out in strange places.
2 will send us back.
Yes.
First, Anuvanu.
Hollow winds blow over Oak Zundu no longer. Fortune of tribe shines bright as sky after thunderstorm. This means Netherling rids the island of the cursed totem poles. Totem poles honor names of great ancestors, so they remain in Vanu memory like undying sun. To curse a totem pole and possess it with dark magic sullies memories of the tribe's heritage. Netherling restores some esteem to the tribe's ancestors. However, Netherling must remain vigilant for sake of tribe and all Vanu. Vundu tribe means to sacrifice innocent Zundu. Tribe of Vundu goes too far this time. Hurry, Netherling. Take this antidote to fellow Zundu and free him from dreadful poison.
You got it.
Okay. Netherling brings news from spies. As storm clouds give way to sunlight, our path becomes clear. Although time is short, rash action will create an inescapable storm of consequences for Ukzundu. Netherling, speak not of the words you hear today and until time to act arrives.
And apparently it is not that time.
Apparently not.
Hinu Valley? Netherly brings supplies on Zephyr winds. Is weight of 3 too much to bear? No, it's just about right. Fits in our back pocket.
Zundu offering. Tribute paid by the Zundu tribe to the Vundu tribe.
Netherling carries salvation to tribe of Zundu. Tribe forever in Netherling's death. For many moons, Zundu tribe give offerings to Vundu, guarantee safety of tribe from violent storms of aggression. But tribe of Vundu, fickle like summer breeze, attacks innocent Zundu tribe as mood dictates. Since offerings mean little to Zundu, Hinu Valley decide to take back offerings. With Netherling's help, the stores of Ukzundu are restored, just as bountiful harvests after lush rains. I don't exactly blame them for that one.
They had a deal, they didn't follow through on the deal.
Ganu Valley? Netherling rains wrath upon Sanawa, throws Vundu into chaos. The nestlings of Zundu thank you. Vundu wrath stays calm for some time. Gives nestlings much needed respite. May Zephyr winds guide Netherling amongst the tribe. And off to save a sacrifice. Oh no!
You okay there? And uh-oh.
You need to do it again.
It says the next step is to use the Paralina, so... But I do still have the circle. Paralina, a sour-smelling liquid that is supposed to cure paralysis.
I have the circle too, so...
Okay. Netherling's courage remains as reliable as setting sun. However, poison takes time to flow through body, and lingers as a scent brought by gentle breeze. For now, I hide and remain quiet, away from cruel eye of Vundu tribesmen. Tell Anuvanu to send the Sanawa. Poison should run its course before Steve's arrival. We could just put you in our back pocket. Trust me, we put larger things in there.
Don't mind the smell, we've held corpses in there.
And I wasn't gonna mention that. Let him find out on his own. Oh, behind us.
Huh?
So probably just turn this in first, but there is another one on the far side of the map now.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one.
Yeah. See if this opens up anything like sequels to the spies. Thank the blessings of the heavens that our tribesmate is safe. Anu Vanu sends swiftest Senawa and Zephyr winds to the Cromlech. Once again, Netherland, Ukzundu is in your debt. And just the one. Are we actually going to be forced back onto main story tonight?
Maybe.
Kicking and screaming?
Yeah, it's way over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
No. I know that music.
You're kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Captured by, I'm trying to remember what they tend to call the Garlands.
Garloons.
Not free as a bird.
Marshmallow, could you please not? He's doing
He
it.
needs mothering. Or not. This is why he needs mothering.
I wouldn't necessarily call a face full of chocobo tail butt mothering.
Take it up with Marshmallow. Not free as a bird. This Zundu youth needs someone to set him free. Zephyr winds bring Netherling to help. Please, Netherling, shatter manacles as lightning breaks rock into pebbles. If Netherling possesses not the strength to break manacles, then black-armored Netherling certainly carry key. Find it so I can return home. Obtain the feather key. Mr. Terrarius, you
Hold
have
on.
a feather key. Would you like to take a survey?
No.
I'm talking about. You like 2 beams? Would you like to watch a movie of a dragoon eating your beans?
How about a ninja? Beeps! How dare you abandon me?
In the middle of combat, no less.
Got it.
Yeah, same here. One key to order. Feather key. Several notches have been expertly curved into the base of this quill, which serves as a key to a Zundu manacle lock. That's a clever idea in the description, but that's not what the icon shows. Finally, I can return home on wings of freedom. Thank you, Netherling. Meet again at Oak Zundu. May Zephyr winds guide you.
Uh,
Did you get knocked out of the conversation.
Yeah.
These Garloons are really asking for it.
They are Garloons after all.
Okay, go set them free. And this truth shall set you free. Okay.
And back to the base. Do-do-do. That's still a no. That's also a no. Not yet.
Black-armored Netherlings become bold as hungry Endymion in the recent days. Netherling deserves gratitude of whole Zundu tribe. I thank you. Ah, yes. When giving report to Chieftain of my return, Chieftain says he wishes to speak with Netherling. Best not keep Chieftain waiting. His anger would scare even morning sun.
I will take note of that. So, does that mean that he has a picture standing outside of his tent that they trade depending on what his mood is? So people know when entering or to enter or to flee?
On wings of Vanu. Sonu Vanu stares off into the distance, eyes fixed on unseen troubles. As moon brings light to the blackest night, so you have come. Netherling, your people are in danger. Vundu came unseen like summer rain to steal 3 Netherlings. They are trapped, hanging in cages like ripe fruit. You must seek them out and warn your people. Zundu cannot show hand against Vundu, but we will guide you like gentle breeze pressing on Netherling's back. Go quickly to Okvundu and find other Netherlings. And there's our rescue mission.
It was only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Captured Rose Knight.
An adventure? This is the last place I wanted to be found, but I suppose there's no sense in worrying about honor now, is there?
You gonna be okay, dude?
Please, you must inform Lady Laniat. We've not been hurt, but they've shown no intention of harming us just yet. Tell her not to be rash in coming to our aid.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Yeah, you're a Pokeball. This could be bad. Stay with me, Eorzea.
Unfortunately, Eorzea is probably going to dump you at the closest crystal.
I've been thrown from the mount, returning to home point.
Oh no. Okay, we can deal with that.
Yes. Yeah, I was going, am I going to end up in, like in Limsa Lominsa or something?
It was a real possibility.
What is my return? Is there any way to look up what your return will take you to?
No.
Because the return doesn't really say.
It should tell you what crystal it's attached to.
Just says instantly return to your current home point.
No, if you click on it.
Okay.
You can always cancel it.
Camp Dragonhead. Not quite as far as I was afraid of.
Camp Dragonhead? That's like several zones away.
Yes, but I was afraid I'd end up in like Limsa Lominsa.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm coming to get ya!
We'll meet partway.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. I've been getting a disconnect every session, it seems like, recently.
Back over here. And land. There you go.
Hi. Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
The Pokeball was mighty.
You abandoned me.
Quay! Quay! Work!
I think I need to get a translator.
Leave me be for now. This situation calls not for a single woman's bravado, but patience. My life is in no immediate danger, so there is still time. Actually, it pains me that I cannot tell her myself, but you must find Lady Lanle. Tell her that we've been taken prisoner and that we are yet unharmed. Last but not least,
You've come to help, but it's not safe. They could be watching us even now. I can stand to wait until a more opportune time presents itself. You know, we could take you all out in the carriage.
wanna check with him again?
Right. Lady Laniette will surely know what to do. You must return to the Rose House and tell her what's become of us.
Laniette? Gods be good. Captured by the Vundu? They've grown bold to reach so far into Zundu territory. I will deploy my men at once and see that they're rescued. This is where this place of men they deemed not fit for war with dragons. But I'm starting to think we've merely been tossed from one war into another. To our benefit, we have an ally in the Zundu. I will have to find a way to thank them properly. You too have my deepest thanks, Rena, Ladonia. We'd have lost a great many men by now if not for your help.
We do what we can.
And I see no other quests on the board. You know what this means?
I'm gonna have to give up and actually do main story?
Yes!
Man! What is wrong here?
Back to main story! Oh my gosh! And where's main story gonna take us? Far away from here. Yeah, I know, Doodles, really!
Such a bother.
I'm off mark, aren't I? Not that bad.
He thought it was bad.
Oh, that's his problem.
And in the distance, you can see Mock Oogle Island.
There we are.
Right. As you'd expect, they flew off in the direction that beam was pointing. Bastards. The force generated by the beam was enough to displace the ship, and after comparing the data recorded by our fore and aft gyroscopes, to cut a long story short, I think I've almost determined its heading.
Well, that's handy.
I know you're eager to get after the Heavens Ward, but considering what we just put the old girl through, I'd say she's due a little tender loving care. Now, where did I put my hammer? A difference of opinion. Alphino seems determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turn his mind to the struggles ahead. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanu Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. Zundu at least shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let us go and inform Chief Sonu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides.
Ooh, cutscene.
Wait, something is amiss.
Oh dear.
Of course the Garloons show up.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
If we can sneak up on them like this, it's not very secure.
Reveal yourselves at once!
Okay, never mind.
and there I was expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
Oh, well.
Just as Huaya observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. 'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Where
Right.
did she get that?
We must withdraw.
Took it with her when she left.
Well, they said there was another Agrius-class battleship around. I guess we found it.
Yeah. How do you get that close without...
We shall meet again, Warrior of Light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizlar. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Yeah.
Good question. Lucia? Ah, the armor? That's in here as a precautionary measure. Really?
And where have you been storing that thing? And who's maintaining it? Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald. Varus Zosgalvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the Centurion spoke. Ah, forgive me. This is neither the time nor place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we shall rejoin you at the airship.
Well, I guess we really shouldn't throw stones about her having the armor. I mean,
Yes, we have Maggie.
it's not like we don't have one as well.
I still want to know where she's been storing hers.
Ladonia, we store ours in our back pocket.
So, what's your point? Would you quit that? You might mess up my hair.
Fine. Be that way. See if I care.
Gurmy, did you see the size of that Imperial battleship?
Yeah, it was kind of big.
We saw it fire in the village. Are you alright?
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. And apparently you guys are too, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to 12 you're alive. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you in Alphino. What in the seven hells happened out there?
Emperor Varus? Emperor Varus happened. Yeah.
Yeah. First, the Archbishop turns up with an Ascian in tow, and now the goddamned Emperor pays us a visit? What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who next, the Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? With current stuff, have we seen any references to that?
No, we have not. Though we do know that there is considered 7 hells.
Right, okay. No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards. There was much talk of westerly winds.
Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares, and wisely chose to offer no resistance.
I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire, for the present at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Oak Zundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azazla. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well. Shall we? Well, that was fast.
We shall! With a
And we
wind-up
get a
Sid in
wind-up
turn.
Sid. When asked if he had a granddaughter, what would he like to see her named, the Ironworks founder replied, Gertrude. Okay. Random factoid.
Hold on.
Yeah, I need to find it first. When faced with a lack of coin to fund projects, Garland Ironworks engineers designed the wind-up Sid, with hopes that sales of the automaton would fill their coffers. Instead, sales have been impressive, the item bringing in just enough gil to pay for the founder's debts. Run said, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius von Balsar.
Hello, Sid. Are you going to be less naked than the Mandraville?
I would certainly hope so. I'm gonna check with Lucia.
In a second. There. And what will we find at the end of the road?
No. Well, what are we waiting for? Okay, Biggs. She's all patched up. And... I've done it! I've worked out which way they're headed. Whenever you're ready, we'll set course for Azazla. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. Stumpy boots.
Big, stumpy white boots.
Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azazla lies in that direction, we'll find it.
Alright.
Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them. You'll see.
Airship ride. We're going on an airship ride.
Indeed.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances.
Oh,
My full
she's
name is
Garlean.
Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Balsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Aziz's Lair should be.
Hold on, everyone!
Dramatic music time. Yeah, this doesn't look unhealthy at all.
Oh boy!
Look! I think that's it!
I really don't like the color of these clouds.
No. As you should. Or should not, as the case may be.
Chief, is that... Allegan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
That's one way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That would be the defensive barrier.
Some sort of barrier.
You think?
Ooh.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller.
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all. Why do the Allegans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Because they're Allegans! You should know this by now!
Allegan's least favorite empire.
Second least.
It would most least be a spoiler and therefore not eligible.
Wedge?
I wonder, does she have a name?
Good question.
Gods, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache.
What could be out there that would warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself?
An Allegan relic that big? Because, frankly, the entire place is a relic.
Yes, it is.
Sid's piloting under pressure was a marvel to behold, and may I never have the opportunity to do so again. We'd barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key.
Right.
Chapter End. The Faith That Drives Us. For every day I spend in the sky, it feels as though I spend a week on the ground.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's about the same.
Everyone else should be the same. Actually, before we do anything, double check.
Not seeing
All I
anything,
see is a class unlocks.
which we ain't going there.
An engineering enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Oz's law. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, Make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie loki.
He says the same thing.
Yeah. That's the main quest. Yeah, still nothing new.
Double check when we get below.
Yeah, meow.
Sorry, I have speedy rabbit feet.
Okay, main story.
No new quests.
Machinist unlock, and that's it. Ah, you returned. Sir Emeric and the others await you within.
We got quite the crew here.
Mm-hmm. Start at the left.
Count Edmond de Fauton?
Welcome back, my friends, and pray forgive me my earlier display. I grieve for my son still, and shall continue to do so, but I have resolved to be strong. It is what he would have wished. This is true. Although we know little and less of Osisla, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Garleans cannot be allowed to avail themselves of his secrets. I swear, whenever there's an Allagan ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around everything.
If the Emperor has an interest in Osisla, we must have all the more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Boo, Sid. Stop with the dad jokes. We're having a serious conversation here.
Your point being?
I have a point.
Well, I certainly do. Strapped to my back.
These two count? They're pointy
Maybe.
enough? Hey, Alphino.
She may not spend her days slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Full oft has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. So what you got?
Welcome back, Rena, Ladonia. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? About that.
Not quite.
So you finally arrived at Essaslaw only to find a barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Rena. We'll get to Essaslaw yet.
After these side quests?
Nope.
Speaking of being suspicious. Nope. And okay, still 57. Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing scions.
When you fled the Victory Feast, you used an ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Terrapin to have the tunnels searched.
A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found?
True, that was Alphino. My bad.
Wow.
I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery and that we were to come to the Halls of the Flame at our earliest convenience.
I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well.
Yes, sir! So we're heading back to Ul'dah.
Mm-hmm.
Ul'dah or bust?
Pretty much.
Excuse me, sir. We need to pass. Yes, we are.
You are.
You know the way, right, Eorzea? Way! Good. Very good. So I can just sit back and read a book, right? Great! Aww!
Is Eorzea upset?
She feels everyone is ignoring her while she has to do all the work. Chimkin! Oh, that was the one thing that a lot of people were very disappointed in, is that KFC Japan and FF14 were having a crossover, and it's for Japan only.
Right.
And of course they used an in-game model of the Colonel to advertise it. It's a set of stickers, and on the back is a code that you can redeem for a eat a bucket of chicken emote. Why? Because they can.
Pretty much. Yeah, let's not fight him either.
And now I'm hungry for KFC. Thank you! Unfortunately, I'm like the only one in the house that actually likes KFC.
Yeah, I used to like them a lot. I never much cared for their original. Their crispy used to be really good. And these days, no.
Well, it doesn't help.
I can eat like 2 pieces and then I am just done.
Thing is I really like their original with their 7 herbs and spices.
Others love them, but yeah.
That and their coleslaw. I like their coleslaw. But it does feel like lately it's been made by the lowest common denominator, which means they're not necessarily paying their guys, which is grumpy.
Yeah. And of course, they have definitely cheaped out on the equipment.
Yeah, we tend to go to El Pollo Loco a lot.
Simply because it's amazingly cheap for us.
It is good chicken.
Yes, it is.
We avoid Chick-fil-A like the plague. I had one chicken sandwich there once and never again. I was extremely unimpressed.
And Dave's Hot Chicken has been a disappointment. There is a barbecue chicken place.
What does this guy want?
There is a chicken barbecue chicken place across the street that Baron was pointing out we need to try at some point. Remembering the past. Ananji appears to be in deep thought. Is this a holiday thing we missed?
No, it's level 50.
Huh. What do you think?
I already clicked in. I'm sorry.
I suppose it's me.
Oh, that's definitely you.
The determined set of your jaws, the dynamic presence, as if you're ever ready to leap into action. There's no mistake. Here are adventurers, and dependable ones at that. Maybe. Tell me, are you familiar with the name Louisois Levelaire?
Yes, we are.
Of course I am. We pay attention to our lore. Of course you are, of course you are. Forgive me my suddenness. I'm Nanji Nonji, a budding writer. I seek to pen a biography of the great man. Do Theron and Rylea need to go find this?
No, I think they've done it, like, decades ago.
Okay.
I think this is
In
a
particular,
follow-up for Binding Coil.
Might be. In particular, I wish to cover his movements leading up to the Calamity, and to that end I've requested an interview with the Immortal Flames. He served the Eorzean Alliance as a tactician, you see, so there ought to be someone in the Order who had dealings with him. And while my request has thankfully been accepted, there's just one problem. I don't have much experience conducting interviews, and I'm worried whether I'll be able to do a proper job. As adventurers, you're doubtless used to dealing with people. Thus, I would like to ask you to accompany me in the capacity of assistants. It would be tremendously reassuring to simply have you watching on. And if you're amenable, afterwards I'd like to interview you as well for your own impressions. For your troubles, I'll be certain to credit you as a collaborator, so please, won't you help me with my biography that memories of the Calamity might be preserved for future generations?
If you say so.
I am in your debt. To begin with, please come with me to Camp Drybone in eastern Tanalan. There's a place I'd like to visit ahead of the interview.
So, Camp Drybone?
Yep. I mean, the alternative is actually doing main story, and we can't have that.
Yeah, I rather like Starbirds. I know Bride doesn't care for it. Mostly because every time they finally find something they like, it gets removed from the menu.
There's some of that. Their sandwich collection has gone somewhat downhill. I do like their California roll tacos, but since at the moment we're generally ordering stuff to be delivered here, they don't travel well.
Yeah, they don't travel at all.
They could, but the way they package them just kind of squishes them.
But I'd rather Starbirds than Chick-fil-A.
Easily.
Yeah, I'll admit I've been hit with the, oh, but we took that from the menu myself because one of the salads I really liked that they made, they removed, and now all their salads are very spicy, and it's like, but I like sweet salads.
Yeah.
And their main non-spicy one is just kind of bland. So it's a I can't win situation. Hello, Nanaji.
There you are. To explain why we're here. Oh, but I haven't even asked you your name. How am I supposed to credit you if I don't even know that much? Ladonia and Rena Frith? The Rena and Ladonia Friths? Champions of Eorzea?
Yep, that's us.
No wonder I felt you were dependable. With one such as you helping me, everything will surely go well. But getting back to business, the interview I've arranged is with an officer of the Immortal Flames. As there's still time, however, I thought we'd pay a visit to the nearby graveyard first, so I can explain my motivation for the biography.
If you insist.
And straight to cutscene to the Lich Yard. I come from a small village near the Cortino Flats. It was burned down in the calamity, and those who died were laid to rest here, my parents among them.
I'm sorry.
It's hardly an uncommon tale. After the dread primal emerged from Dalamud, he unleashed fiery devastation across the length and breadth of Eorzea. But as much as the calamity has scarred the realm, it is quickly becoming just another event in the history books. Beyond occasionally giving thanks to the Urkons that Eorzea was saved, people spare it little thought. But when you've lost so many loved ones, it's hard to feel that anything was saved. That's why I wish to know more about Louisoix. By learning about his part in Eorzea's salvation, I hope that I will attain closure. That's my motivation for writing the biography. Now then, in preparation for the interview, let's review what is known about our subject. Well, he turned into a phoenix.
Shh, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Oh. It's difficult to define exactly when the Seventh Umbral Calamity was set in motion. Many historians, however, point to the Empire's Meteor Project, which sought to bring Dalamud down upon Eorzea. It was the year 1562 of the Sixth Astral Era. Seeking to combat the Imperial threat, Louisoix founded the Circle of Knowing, an order whose objective was the preservation of Eorzea.
For people's knowledge, the center figure to find is Menfine. Might be a new piece of art. I don't remember it.
Don't you mean, Nofika?
Yeah, you're right. It's Nofika.
Nofika's Naturals.
Yes, Nofika's Naturals. But I do not remember this art at all.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is more recent. Through its members, the Urkons of Charlian, the Circle worked to unite the nations of Eorzea in common cause. The result was the formation of the Grand Companies in the three city-states, the Immortal Flames, the Order of the Twin Adder, and the Maelstrom. None of these would exist now if it were not for their efforts. And then, in the year 1572, when the situation was coming to a head, Louisoix himself made the journey to Eorzea in secret and engaged with each of the nations. What took place during that time is what I seek to learn in the interview. The man we're due to meet is the contact for the Free Brigade, a unit formed of adventurers, and he apparently had Louisoix's assistance for a mission. The meeting place is Highbridge, to the northeast. It's more or less time now, so let's make our way there.
Yeah, my brain is currently on a spinning load disc.
Eh?
I do not remember this.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking they might have put it in as part of the 10th anniversary.
It doesn't have a,
No.
Yeah, it's
no.
a standard quest.
Yeah. it's not just a celebration thing, but... And this is actually sounding kind of familiar, but I don't know.
Nanaji?
The interviewee should be along any moment now. Waiting. You're the ones who seek an interview? I must say I wasn't expecting to see the champions of Eorzea.
Yeah, well, we're everywhere.
I'm Nanami Enonoji, the writer who made the request, and Rena and Ladonia are kindly accompanying me for the interview. I can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to humor me. Come now, no need for the thanks. Like everyone, I hold Eorzea in the highest esteem. If you wish to know about him, Olin Albre is always glad to oblige. Without further ado, then, let us begin. My understanding is that you had dealings with Eorzea. Could you please tell me the details?
Nani?
As you know, our grand companies were formed thanks to the Circle of Knowing, but it wasn't until Dalamud began turning red that Eorzea first appeared. It began with the word that an elderly Elysian man had come to Gridania who held the key to vanquishing primals. Upon learning of this, I sent an adventurer of the Free Brigade to make contact with him. I later learned that the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder had done the very same. At that time, our companies weren't yet collaborating. Each one only sought to stay ahead of the others. If truth be told, at first we didn't think much of Eorzea, only that he was the leader of scholars who studied peculiar prophecies. But when the adventurer reported back, our opinion of the man completely changed. With his spellcraft, Eorzea had opened the way into Ifrit's domain, and by the hand of dauntless adventurers, the Lord of Inferno was brought low. Last many defeats preceded that victory. It was reported that countless charred corpses laid strewn in the bowl of embers. Now the mission also yielded a shocking revelation. Following the battle, Legatus Nael Van Darnus of the 7th Imperial Legion appeared and told the adventurer that the hour of reckoning was at hand, that Dalamud would soon fall and cleanse the land. That was when we realized the Empire is behind the Red Moon's anomaly. So, thanks to Eorzea, you came to be aware of the Meteor Project. Still, it doesn't seem like you had much to act upon. As you say, afterwards we scrambled to learn all we could about the project. For a blessing, we had the cooperation of a Garland defector, Sid Garland, whom you know well. He revealed the details of the project, that it utilized a transmission tower to pluck Dalamud from the heavens, all for the purpose of purging us savages from the realm. I could continue telling you what I know, but from this point on, there is someone better suited than I am. If you're interested, I would be glad to introduce you to this individual. What say you? Well now, we'd be keen to speak with this person indeed. Very well. I will send word to the Adder's Nest. If you can take yourselves to Apollo Falls, I will arrange for a meeting there. To go to such lengths to help us. Can't say how grateful I am. Do not mention it. As I said, I hold Louisoix in the highest esteem. He was the one who brought our three nations together, and nothing would please me more than for him to be remembered. Well, it's past time I return to Ul'dah. I pray that the coming interview bears you fruit. The lieutenant certainly has great respect for Louisoix. And thanks to him, we have another promising interview. Come, let's head to Gridania where the Archon is sojourned.
My question is do we really want to split this quest over 2 nights?
I think we're gonna have to.
Okay. We'll hit Gridania and call it there then.
Yeah. Get some food from Mother Mione.
You know it's gonna be eel pie again.
That's fine.
Okay. As long
My
as
hovercraft is full of eel pie.
Yes.
Let's see.
Eel pie as far as you can see. It's Mother Mione's specialty after all.
Pollen.
What you looking up?
Him.
Ah.
Because I have suspicions.
You have suspicions?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Flame Lieutenant Aubrey. Involved in quests remembering the past. And 16 pre-calamity quests.
Oh ho ho! Had a feeling.
Uh-huh. And yeah, he looked about the same in 1.0. Just kinda hoping to get something that might give us... Yeah, this is going to be full of characters from 1.0, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is kind of the recap of 1.0 for all the people who missed it.
Like us.
Yeah, I actually kind of looked hard at playing 1.0, but steered away from it because 1.0, at least at the time I looked at it, required a controller, which we could not find for PC at the time.
And frankly, it had a deserved reputation as a mess.
It was a hot mess. It got better, but 1.0 was a hot mess. Have a seat. Have some cookies. You know you want cookies.
Always.
Always, sometimes cookies? Sometimes always?
Always.
Sometimes always cookies. With that said, we will have to call it tonight. We will continue this little side quest come next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, be safe, be well. We will be back tomorrow evening for more Nier Automata. See if we can sneak another ending in before patch 6.5 drops. Until then, have a great evening and see you later.
Yeah, everyone have a great night. Hope to see you tomorrow.